Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3, and in this episode our blitz across the Pacific is about to begin against the Americans and the Philippines. To aid in that juncture, we are moving out our naval forces. So we're starting with our carriers, and one of them will be in a bit of a close support role in the interim. In fact, we'll send you on a patrol mission now. And yeah, we're moving our troops into position. So, yeah, here we go. Let's hope we're able to get this sorted. One of our units I noticed was missing a commander, so I had to put in someone in the interim, which is not so great, to be honest with you. I was a little bit aggravated with that. And yeah, our carriers are nicely moving into position. Our cruisers are starting to move into position as well. Here's hoping they can give us a little bit of a sight line onto Guam. And yep, you're ready to go out of Wake Island. You're ready to go out of there to take Midway. Yeah, we're going to want this done very quickly and by the books. In fact, we don't actually need you over there. We should probably bring you over here to move that last motorized division around. Looks like we've got a little bit of free leadership as well, so we will take that out. We're lacking a little bit of supply, but that's not the end of the world. And we're slowly but surely removing that little bit of consumer goods issue that we've been seeing. So, costing us 14, or yeah, it's 14 a day to get it sorted. Okay, and what can we see? So, a little bit of garrisons, but that's nothing too bad. Our submarines are moving into position as well. Slightly slowly, but that's to be expected. And it's not saying whether or not they'd be responsible for the convoy, so we'll leave that alone. So the Soviets have just launched the winter offensive, and I've got to say, Germany is not doing a very good job, so I'm going to ignore them for now. Right, and ooh, a load of tech just finished up. That's good. So yeah, we're happy to take that away. You're a 42 level. In fact, it might open up some... It does. Grand battle stuff. And then put a little bit more into officers. Okay, so we've got the option to do Tora, which gives us a little bit of a boost for not too long, but a little bit. The port strike efficiency is quite good. So we're at peace with United Kingdom, so we lose 40 neutrality, and everyone hates us. So yeah, let's do that. So we're at war with the Philippines, good, and then we get Tora, which gives us pretty sizable port strike efficiency. So with that in mind, do we get any optionality off the back of that? So for starters, we're going to want to do a naval invasion of Guam. And we're going to use these fine gentlemen to launch an attack on Wake Island. We've got some troops going over there to handle that. And yeah, you're also ready to launch your attack. One of you's a little bit weak, so might not be quite perfect. Okay, and let's try and do a little bit of a port strike there with you. Oh, there's a nuclear reactor on Nihahu Island. I'm sure that they love that. It's outside the range. But if we take Johnston Island, it won't be. So we'll quickly handle that and then get the ball rolling. Right, so we got Yamato's group, which we're going to land in the north. And we've got this landing force here that we're going to land down here. Okay, good. And then we're going to get the event. Yeah, there's a load of events here now. So, synthetic rubber. Yeah, we will do that. And we will do the home front. So we'll gain energy, we'll lose national revolt risk. A little bit of rares, some extra officers, never a bad thing. And I don't think we need any more civilian ships. We've got a pretty decent amount, to be honest with you. Don't want to redirect our manpower, to be honest. And yeah, let's put pressure on Siam. So we will inherit them. Okay, good. Alright, happy days. And we get the option for border garrisons in Manchukuo. And yeah, we will take that. So we can use these to garrison up actually our conquests. So let's do that instead, because we've got more than enough forces to deal with that. Alright, let's move you southwards. And let's also support with these units here. A little bit of armor was no bad thing. And then we can move you down to there. And we'll move you here. We'll move the fighter cover over here. And we'll move the mediums up to this location. And then let's take you there. You over here. And you over there. We're not at war with them yet, so we'll take it. Let's all think about doing what we need to do. So, Guam is probably the first one that we're going to see some results at. So, Day of Infamy. Let's move you like this. You like that. And you can take Mount Lam Lam. Okay, we've got the Greater Prosperity Spear level 1. And, yes, this is the last of those strike battalions. A little bit of extra officers. Okay, and then we've got a bit of reinforcement ongoing. It's going to take a little bit of time, but that's okay. Okay, that's some good progress. Right, the Guam garrison does not look like it's doing particularly well. Okay, victory. So, with that in mind, let's move you back there. That was quick. So, first day, first take. Alright, and I see air units moving off. Okay, and well, they've moved fairly quickly to get where they need to get to. And then we want to probably repurpose some units to move on Johnston Island, to be honest. But we won't rush that. Yeah, we've got one garrison unit in there. And the Kaga's providing some close support at the moment, so that's good. Right, so let's do a little bit of work here. I don't mind a little bit of an invasion there. Right, I want you to land here, and you to land there. Right, the whale can go like that. And you can go in like that. That'll do. Okay, some nice easy victories would be welcomed. Right, and you've nearly moved to where you need to be. Right, so Wake Island looks like it's coming as we want it to. So, seeing some good work being done there. And you're nearly back within where you need to be. Okay, light cruiser crew training, so a couple of those finishing up. Put a little bit more into officers. Okay, and the reinforcements are moving. Alright, let's take you. And bring you back up here. And then let's reposition these cruiser units. Over towards, yeah, here for now. Right, so I'm seeing yet another victory on the cards over there. Right, so there's victory in Wake Island. Let's take the backbone around there. And then let's take you like so. Like, I'm not expecting much out of these guys, but they should get the job done against a relatively inexperienced army. Still no war with Burma, which is good. And is that a little naval battle? Okay, so yeah, we just destroyed some landing craft. Right, we've won the battle over here. Good. Let's try and provide a little bit of support. Right, so there's the first of our ports captured. And to that end, we can reinforce. And we will reinforce. Okay, so that's done a good job. So Victoria, yeah. Apari, yeah. Midway, yeah. Okay, so let's move you back into situ for a moment. And then rebase the battle cruisers with them. Okay, so spotting. 43, very good. A little bit more leadership. And a little bit more for the reinforcements. And do you have a good sight line on Atu? You do. And you do. Okay, let's go for that. It's going to be a bit of a journey, but we can at least get that dealt with. Alright, there's victory at Midway. Alright, let's bring up these carriers and rebase them and keep them safe. How big's the port at Midway? It's not massive, but... Okay. Yeah, let's bring them in as well. We'll get everyone retrenched in there. Then in the meantime... Yeah, let's get you over to here. And then it'll be a case of, do we want to attempt to... Let's try and... Yeah, we'll need to take Johnston Island first, I think. That'll be key. That'll be the first thing. The first job. So the Blitz is going pretty well so far. We've taken Guam. We've taken all of the initial objectives that I had, so that's a positive. Let's get you and transport you like so. And then let's get commanders into these garrison units. We just want basic rubbish people to hold down jungles. And ideally with defense modifiers. Okay, cool. And we'll get them to reinforce these locations now. Okay, and we're moving north quite nicely. And you know what, Saudi Arabia, we will do that because we've got a resource benefit on some of that. And still no... So... Balls deep against the Soviets as well. Let's wait until winter's over. And then we can think about revoking the pact over there. That might be a better plan. Right, cruiser warfare. A little bit more into officers. That cavalry is providing way more of a threat to us than I really expected it to. So let's move you like this. You can go like that. And then we'll move you towards Clark Field. Want to get the Philippines dealt with very quickly. We can take some motorized units to go and achieve that. And still no war with Britain. We might get ourselves a month to run riot before they cumbersomely expose themselves. Okay, Mexico just joined the Allies. let's take the destroyers, actually. And go pick up the, yeah, the Marines. Pick up the HQ. Okay, we've managed to sink several convoys. Oh, actually, we did, didn't we? Ah, that would have sped it up. Oopsie daisy. We've got a ground attack option. Didn't think about it. Right, 1 week in. Doing well thus far. Oh, why do you not have a commander? Not good. Definitely meant to. There's our reinforcement dealt with. Put a little bit more back into consumer goods just to get rid of the little bit of dissent that we've got. And yeah, let's go pick up those garrisons. They can take over where some of our units are at. And if they do decide to attack with us down there, we've got opportunities to deal with that. Okay. Nearing on some victories. So you're already filled out. Yeah, so it's just these individuals over here now that we've got to move when the time comes. Might hold them off for now. We've already got what I would define as near overwhelming force. And they've nearly made it. Right, let's move you out, actually. Yeah, we might as well take an opportunity while it was there to sink what looked like a single ship. What are you? Whatever you are, you're not looking like you're a threat. Okay, Johnston Island, Kirimati, Parama. Yeah, all of this needs to get taken soon. So, okay, so you've all arrived. Let's move you to take Johnston Island. And we can use these cruiser divisions to get involved with that as well. And then in the meantime, yeah, we can hold them back for a moment. Right, those cruisers should be enough of a screen by themselves, but we will see what's waiting for us at Johnston Atoll. This was extremely pre-planned. And yeah, we'll use you to support that like that. And, oh, we've just... The Sierra Madre is in the Philippines? We don't want to begin again. That's not something we want to do. Not a chance on that one. And Are you moving? Yes, you are. Very good. Would love to take the airbase here to begin a little bit of a bombing campaign. We're looking positive about Attu Island now. Looks like our units are moving into position. So we'll start with Guam reinforcements, and then we'll just keep on moving on up. Let me guess. Garrison redeployment cap. Okay, we've got to wait for them to upgrade. That's fine. If a little frustrating. Right, there we go. There's victory. And yeah, we'll take you around like that. Okay, so far, this is going relatively, he says, as I would want it to. If anything, these units are just wasting fuel at the moment, so let's bring them back. Because until Britain declares war, it's a bit of a moot point, to be honest with you. And you're moving into position. What awaits us? Okay, so 17 air units, but not a huge amount of garrison by the looks of it. Okay, and yeah, they're dealing with Attu, so let's take you. And you know what? We'll take the first garrison unit here. And we'll move up to this location to garrison it. And how quickly is that redeployment capability occurring? Okay, 19.2. So a little bit every day. Okay, submarines. Yeah, a few extras there. A little bit more into officers. And we'll definitely do the Bank for International Settlements. We'll do industry investment to get a little bit extra there. And yep, they are nearly there. So there's Vegan. We need to take that lovely little port at Manila because yeah, that port's starting to struggle a little bit. With the demands of dealing with so many ships. So we've won the battle at Quezon City. Let's move them north. Don't like the lack of supplies. That's less good. And how are they doing? We're going to add a puppet war goal for the Philippines because I don't want to completely have to occupy this place. We just want it to be relatively defensible in of itself. So Manila's worth 3, Vigan's worth 1. Yeah, so a couple of little landings in and around here should suffice. So we might want to use some forces for that, but reposition accordingly in a moment to achieve that. Right, we've got level 4 chromite surplus. That's normally a little bit of additional industrial capacity. Stroke efficiency. Okay. Alright, first month, I've got to say, it's going pretty well. And then the question will be, do I want to kind of jig these soon? Because we could put you on defense duty and then take the first south to go deal with Palmyra and Kiramati. And then like Jarvis, Phoenix. So many islands in the south. To clear out. Right. Right, that garrison unit has nearly had it. It doesn't even have a commander, so we should be able to deal with it. 15% IC efficiency. That's a good jump. Take June of 1942. And we will take ownership of captured mines. Right, let's move you like that, and then we'll move the rest of you down south now that supply seems to have caught up with you. Hello, sorry for the slight cut in there, just unfortunately, a family member of mine hasn't had a particularly good day today. Has been feeling a bit ill, but they're feeling okay now. They're home, so from the hospital. But yeah. Anyway, right. So we are slowly but surely moving up and forwards, really, into where we need to be. Little bit of cavalry work that we're trying to clean up and things, but I'm hoping we can take Manila out. There's a little bit of a counterattack happening. Very weak counterattack. That isn't going to go anywhere. And we're about to hit Johnston Island. How's our forces for this? Oh, ripping through. Absolutely. Okay, we'll move like that. Okay, does that close up a pocket there? I think it might do. That would make me very happy if it did. We might want to move some of our Air Force units down because we've got some, close air support type units that we can move into Clark Field that might be of support. Alright, there's Luzon, and there's Johnston Island. Ooh, that was quick. Let's rebase you like that and do the same. I'm kind of tempted. 15. Ooh. 15 is a lot. Let's rebase them over there. And yeah, we want to keep that officer ratio building up nicely. And how's Attu Island going? Yeah, it's getting there. It's taking a little bit of time, but it's happening. So yeah, you're the group for you, so that's fine. And then I think you... Yeah, you're the group for you. So let's get these, rebase them down there. And then we can make the move onwards. So whether or not we clean up the... No, actually, we should... We've got opportunity over here. We've got opportunity on our side. Let's transport you there. And then let's use you to do the landings over here and get this done. Because we can have this done, I think, pretty quickly, to be honest. And then we're going to leave Takeda in place, I think. In fact, let's... Yeah, we'll give him a little bit of a chance to reorganize. And we'll get you to organize yourself. Right, there's a victory at Manila. And then, yeah, we want to move you like this. And where are our victory provinces? So, Batangas and Vigan are the next two that we want to go for. You're already moving up into there nicely. You're doing that. Yeah, so we're getting this done. You're at 41.8. So how many do they have in total? So in total they have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, and we need 80%. So, we can afford to leave 2. So if we take these islands, that should actually be enough. So, that will be the plan, I think. And, oh, we've just had a load of production finish up. Let's chuck a little bit into supplies for a little bit, just because we're only slightly green on that. And we could do with a little bit extra. Oh, it's a German merchant raider. Somewhat unusual. Right, so you're moving up nicely. How are upgrades coming? 30%. And it'll be 28 hours before they can attack again. Really, Attu Island being this difficult? Well, that's okay, because we're going to move away from Midway and we're going to finish off, I think, these islands. So I'm happy with that garrison there. We want to see probably 3 garrison units come in there, and then a couple down here for these 2, and then it's just going to be cleanup jobs all the way around here. So there's another 4 in this part of the world to sort out. Well, actually 6, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that will be them all out of the way over there. How goes your organization? It's coming along. Right, some good victory in that part of the world. Okay, so money for supplies, no thank you. And yeah, still not at war with the British yet, so... And we're starting to turn the corner to move down the coastline. So that's good. So we want you there. We want you here. And we want you there. close the gap on that part of the world. And then, yeah, we're going to launch an attack straight towards Rangoon. Okay, and you're already taking that one. Ah, good. We've dealt with that victory province. Okay, this is about as good as I really could have wished for, really, all things considered. So what we're going to do is we're going to move you on to deal with a little invasion down there, and we're going to move you in that direction to deal with that as well. And then I'm going to try and bomb Honolulu and do a port strike. Okay, so they've got some air defenses. Oh, but they don't have any... Ah. Of course they don't, because they're there, apparently. Interesting. So they're situated on Sunset Beach instead. Okay. That's fine. We'll work with that. And... you're down there, so where's... Yeah, all of you are over there. Let's rebase you here. A little bit extra for supplies. A little bit more for officers. Would love us to get up to like 110%. And I think I'm going to call it an episode here, everyone. In fact, let's do this little bombing run and see how it looks. Okay, so there's one single carrier in there. Intriguing. Right, what have we got down here? It looks like just the Marine HQ. But yeah, I think I'll call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3. Thanks again. Bye-bye.